Hello again, everyone. This is your friends here at the CARIRI Chemistry Lab, coming to you one more time to give you, to demonstrate to you two more experiments. I have with me Latisha, and we're going to be demonstrating two experiments for you. We have a magic marker experiment, and we have an invisible ink experiment.
Latisha and Paul.
Hi, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
I have a secret message for you.
Okay, well, I'll use my secret technique, my special technique to reveal this message, right?
Right.
And let's show everybody how we're going to do that. So firstly, if you look, this page has nothing written on it, right? But Amanda's saying there's a secret message. So how did we write the secret message? Or how did Amanda write the secret message? She used something called phenolphthalein, which is clear and colorless indicator. Alright? Now phenolphthalein is something that you can obtain at a cosmetics store. So any store that sells ingredients to make cosmetics, you should be able, or soap, you should be able to find phenolphthalein. Alright? And like I said, it's clear and colorless. So that's how Amanda was able to write the message and we can't see anything. Okay? So if you want to do this at home, you're simply taking a Q-tip, dipping it into your phenolphthalein, and then writing the message that you want to send. Okay? Once you've done that and you've given it to your friend, like how Amanda gave it to me, it's time to reveal the message. Okay? So we are going to use two other solutions that you can have at home. So you can use a basic solution, and that is going to reveal the message, and then you can use an acidic solution which will cause the message to disappear. Isn't that cool, Amanda?
That is way cool.
Okay, so now we're going to use this cotton bud and dip it in some of our basic solution and reveal Amanda's message.
I'm so excited.
Are you guys seeing that? So the message is starting to show up. As you guys notice.
Visible.
Yeah. Right, so where before there was nothing, now we have a really cool message.
Oh my.
Chemistry is awesome. Thanks for that message, Amanda.
It is indeed.
Okay, so we see we have this great message here. Before we didn't have anything, and now we have chemistry is awesome. And just to demonstrate it one more time for you, we're using clear, colorless phenolphthalein. And I'm just going to add some extra things. So if you notice, you're not really seeing what I'm writing, are you? Okay. Now we're going to use our basic solution again to reveal what I've just done. It didn't dry.
Dry.
Yeah.
Hey guys, remember to let it dry before you add your basic solution.
Okay.
Little tip for the day.
Alright, so now we have our message.
Latisha, you think we can make it back invisible?
I think we can make it disappear. Let's try that. So to make it disappear, you're going to need acidic solution. So this is the science behind this. Phenolphthalein turns pink, and a very bright pink at that, when it's exposed to basic solution. But it turns colorless when it's exposed to acid. Okay? So now we can simply dip our cotton into some acidic solution and start making the message disappear.
Oh wow, look at that.
So if you had a secret message that you wanted to send to somebody, like your best friend, and you didn't want your little brother or your little sister to see it, this is a really cool trick. See? So the word chemistry is now gone. What do you think about that?
Unbelievable.
Well, you can believe it because you can try it at home for yourselves. Okay? So Amanda, can you tell us how we're going to go about doing the magic marker experiment?
Sure, Latisha, but I think I'll need some assistance here.
No problem.
All right. Okay, so what we need is some items that you can find at home. Some turmeric powder, some soap powder, a little bit of vinegar, and of course, water. Not to mention you need some little trays to put these things in, and cotton bud. And you will also need a sheet of paper, drawing paper. You can get this, well, from home.
Yeah.
You can even use a old calendar, the back of an old calendar.
Yes.
Alright, so we're going to do some magic. More magic.
More magic.
Alright, so can you put some turmeric powder in this little tray, Latisha?
Okay. So I'm just going to put maybe half a teaspoon of powder.
And some soap powder.
Alright.
Maybe not too much.
Alright. So we're adding about quarter teaspoon into a separate dish.
Okay. Next, we're going to add some water to each of the items.
Okay.
So, I'm going to take care of that to the
Sure.
turmeric. And you might want to, give it a little stir.
So we're just adding enough to form a paste. Alright? We're not adding too much to the turmeric.
So, I'll handle the soap powder. Okay, alright, so that looks good. How's yours coming along?
I think it's looking good. It's like a slurry. You don't want it too runny, but not too thick.
Alright, I'm just trying to get most of these solids in a liquid form here.
Alright. I
Alright.
think mine is ready.
Yeah, I put a little bit more water here.
Okay, sure.
Alright. Okay. So what we're going to do next is, on my sheet of paper, I'm going to take a cotton bud and just paste the entire sheet with this turmeric paste. It's quite a big sheet here I have, so take me a little time to,
To get it
get all
done.
the-
Yeah. It's a very nice color, very pretty.
Yeah.
And turmeric is something that we use a lot in Trinidadian cooking, so hopefully you have it at home. And if you don't, it's readily available at most supermarkets. Okay. Or maybe just ask your neighbor, can I get a little bit of turmeric? Instead of some sugar, can I get a little bit of turmeric?
Turmeric is good for you too.
Yes, it is. Yes.
And the yellow color is really strong, so you got to be careful you don't get it on yourselves.
Right.
Stay in your clothes.
Yes.
So what do you think, Latisha? How does it look?
Looks good.
I do love art.
I'm just ready to see the magic.
It smells lovely too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So how is this going to be magical? What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my cotton bud and I'm going to draw.
Alright, so we're actually seeing a change in color from what Amanda is doing there. So the color of the turmeric paste was a yellowish color, yellowish brownish color, and as she's adding this solution of soap powder and water, which gives us a basic solution, it's actually turning red. Right, so from yellow it's going to red. She's drawn a pretty flower and the sun there.
What else do you want me to draw, Latisha?
I think we should draw a car. I want to see a car.
You know what, Latisha? Give it a shot.
Let me try. Let me
You
try.
try.
Let me see if I could draw a car here. You guys don't laugh at my car, okay?
What kind of car is that, Latisha?
I don't know. This is a Benz, okay? This is a very fancy Benz. Yeah, and I've got really nice rims. Yeah, that's my
Alright.
car. So what about the vinegar though? We had some vinegar. What are we going to do with the vinegar?
Well, let's try and see. Why don't you
Okay, so let's see what
Take
happens
the-
when we use the vinegar.
Why don't you try it on my
And your son?
My son.
Okay,
yes.
sure. All right. So I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but as I trace over where Amanda drew, and we initially had a lot of red coloring, as I'm using the vinegar, which is an acidic solution, the color is going back to the yellow of the turmeric. Okay, so the red is disappearing.
So guys, what happens is that in turmeric there's a chemical called curcumin, and that's the chemical that's responsible for these color changes. So in
Yeah.
a basic solution like your soap powder, it turns a reddish color, and in the acidic solution like your vinegar, it goes back to this yellow color that
Yeah.
was there initially.
So I'm making all of your stuff disappear.
Oh
It's
my!
So cool.
And you're leaving your car.
I'm leaving my car. This is some really cool magic, Amanda. I
Yeah.
really like this.
So,
And it's all gone. Yes. All right, so
is
you
it that
guys.
you're gonna draw more cars, Latisha?
I think I'm gonna leave it there for now. All right, so these are 2 experiments that you guys can do at home. Remember, a lot of these things are readily available for you. You can do it with your kids. You can ask your parents to do it. This is a lot of fun, and you can do whatever you want. You can write your secret messages. You can have your coloring, and you can experiment with different solutions at home. Just remember, one has to be basic, one has